This is World Times Sunday 10 o'clock news, and it is 1949, January 8th. And before I talk, I want to say that this video or this news doesn't have script. Done. Well, let's start. Ba-bam. Four days ago, U.S. drops a nuclear bomb in Japan that ends the World War II in Japan. And then, my bad. And the countries that was in Japan's control are free, such as Korea, China, and Vietnam. Well, yes. Ba-bam. Three days ago, USSR and the US unites their power to help Korea. Well, Korea is one of the countries that has no influence of communism or democracy. So, the two powers wants Korea to be democracy. So, they will go to Korea to help them, support them, and help them with almost everything. Well, I will say this. Korea will be a democracy country because I believe in US. And then in February 3rd, there will be election held in Korea that will choose the president of Korea, which is the first president in history of Korea. Well, yes, ba-bam. Oh. 2 days ago, a USSR and the US shares their technology and shares the nuclear technology each other. So the US and the USSR doesn't have any competition or doesn't have any bad influences with each other. Well, yes, and there are rumors that people in US and the USSR are creating one of the strongest nuclear bomb in the world. Ba-bam. And it's still 2 days ago. Chiang Kai-shek calls war with Mao, and they are in China. Well, Chiang Kai-shek is the leader of democracy of China, and the Chairman Mao is the leader of the communism or communist leader in China. And there might be a civil war, and there will be a civil war. Well, the Chiang Kai-shek doesn't really have the power except the money, but the US supports them with $3 billion, and the USSR are willing to go to China to support the democracy in China. And the government said they might be testing or trying their new type of nuclear bomb that will change the world or history maybe. Well, we are not sure or 100% sure if they will drop a bomb or they will not drop a bomb. Yes, and then yes, ba-bam. Well, before I say more things, this is not a military news because I am half bald. It is just that I am not reading off my script. So, and I have no script. See, my hands are tight. Well, I want to say this for this. Well, people are not sure what they will do with Germany. And by the way, this is today morning. Well, the UN, well, not UN, but Europe are looking or seeing at Germany because they don't know what they will do again. And the Germany was the key point of all the world wars. And then, so, well, not and then, but so, the UN and the USSR will divide or make a wall in Germany, so there won't be any powers or any military that could create a World War III. Yes, and bam, and this is today lunch. Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh is the leader of Vietnam, leader of communism, Vietnam. Well, the UN and the USSR and the US does not like the communism and the idea in Vietnam. Well, so the so the UN will go to Vietnam, but well, they won't. Well, they were going to, but they stopped because the French asked them that they will fix it, and it was their problem. So the government said they will leave it to French, but French are pulling the military army all into Vietnam so people can have the safe time and there could be no communism in the world. So the French are gathering troops, and some of UN troops are joining the French troop to fight the Ho Chi Minh and his Viet Cong and the idea of communism. Yes. Ba-bam. And right now in Afghanistan there is the influence of communism that affected the world or could. Well, so the UN will go to Afghanistan to fight the communism, and then they said they will bring the freedom and the happiness and the joy in the world and Afghanistan. Well, but some people who predict that the future, well, not predict, but they're just guessing that after the UN fights and wins the communism in Afghanistan, there might be a groups of soldiers or groups of people who wants to control who wants to lead Afghanistan. So people are not sure that what they will do to Afghanistan, but only thing we are sure about is that UN will go to Afghanistan and end the communism in the world, and the world will be no communism and always democracy, because the democracy is the peace or the key of the peace. And this is the end of 10 o'clock news. Well, world time Sunday 10 o'clock news, because it's 11 p.m. so yes, I'm done. Good enough now.